Welcome back to the MedCup Media Corner. I am very happy to welcome Dr. Ali Zamani. He is a family doctor and founder of Medistitch, which is a medical suture kit for practicing and perfecting one's sutures. We will talk a bit more about that, but first I'm wondering if you want to share a bit more about your studies and what you do now.
I studied at KU Leuven, as you mentioned. I'm from the Netherlands. Started in Belgium to do medicine, which I'm really happy I was able to do. Really grateful. And yes, that's and I'm now working since really short time as a family doctor. I finished my specialization.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I also know that during your studies, that's when you actually launched Medistitch. Would you like to tell me a bit more about what it is?
So it's a simulation device. So it's you have a skin, but you can you put it on a holder and put it in different positions. You could also change the way the wound is, like put more tension on it. I made a device that's really simple but still very affordable and realistic.
How did you come up with this idea?
I think it was all out of necessity. I didn't have, you had like during the studies you had just like half an hour to practice. And in my time it was on 2 towels you had to suture together. It was really awful, and like it was like almost out of panic that I said, okay, I have to come up with something or just buy something else, and it wasn't a lot of good things. So then I made a couple of prototypes and that's how it went. It's also really interesting to see how students from different universities, how are they learning how to practice the sutures, for examples. So
it's interesting because you told me earlier how you would learn suturing before you came up with Medistitch. How did you do it again?
Yeah, so it's a long time ago and I'm quite a bit ashamed of how it went, but we had to like take towels together and then suture them together. And it was, I must say, I'm not a talented person and super skilled with my hands. And I was like almost panicking myself, like how can I go from suturing towels to going to real life people? So that was the necessity, and that's how I tried to change it. And in fact, those towels are gone. At my university now, they're the Medistitch suturing device being practiced on, the exams are being put on this device. So this is a real nice, nice feeling. And also with this mindset that I'm having is that we could really change the health. Like for people being in a hospital or being at a private practice, if they have a problem, that they will be taken care of by students who have practiced enough.
I know Medistitch is not the end. You're developing this. What is the next step for Medistitch?
It's been a while since I first started with Medistitch, and I'm always like trying to invent new ideas, seeing where I can solve problems. So I made the Medistitch on which you can take off the skin, and then now you can put on a new skin on it, and which you can learn how to put in an IV or do injections. So it's a modular, it's becoming a modular device, and learning how to take blood and practicing it. So they had some opportunity also, not only for the medical students but also for nursing students.
You launched Medistitch while you were a student yourself.
That's right.
This is really then an example of bringing entrepreneurship into the studies and also into the medical world. Why do you think it's important to bring entrepreneurship into the medical scene?
I think it has a lot of benefits for you yourself as a person. I mean, you'll be challenged to think outside of the box, to being creative and solving problems like, okay, how do you keep the price low? How do you be creative in solving solutions, or just literally creative in designing a box or just designing a device? And not only by doing all of the things yourself, but also working together with other people, connecting with other people. You don't need to do everything yourself. And you also think about like being a medical student is, I don't know, you want to do good. You want to do good for your medical students, you want to do good for patients. And I think with this thought, it really helped me go forward. And for other students who are considering to do it, there's only benefits on it. As a student, if you have the extra time, you could spend, it would be so enrichment of your life.
What kind of responses have you received from your colleagues and your friends who were studying when launching Medistitch, and also perhaps the part that is soon coming on the market?
Yeah, it's really exciting. Like the response I'm getting from the students, from colleagues, it's all like, wow, wish we had that in our time. Or the students right now, we are organizing these surgical suturing skills, and it's a competition, but we're also teaching them, giving them tricks on basic surgical skills, on how to hold the instruments, how to insert the needle while suturing. It's really warming. They're really grateful, and it's really nice to see, okay, I helped you a little bit, and yeah, you leave a little bit of a trace of yourself with this person in this career or her career.
I am of course wondering, why did you choose to partner up with MedCup?
As I mentioned, I think it's super cool to finally have like this competition in the medical field. All the students that are coming, they're all like, they could be sitting at home just studying the books, would also be a good thing. But they're rolling up their sleeves and like, come on, let's do the competition, let's give me the challenges. And to see them already being really active, eager to learn, that's why I want to be here. And of course, because they are international, and I'm also like thinking about going international. It's a real nice partner to have.
Thank you very much.
You're
It's been a pleasure having you here, and very
Thanks for having
interesting
me.
to hear about the development that's taking place now with Medistitch.
Thank you.